Hey, Lehigh Valley Food, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Lehigh Valley Food with Chris and Austin. I'm Austin.
And I'm Chris.
And we are at Pat's Pizza and Bistro over in Bethlehem. You all know it because the pasta flights are famous by now. Yanni, welcome to the show. I always want to call you Pat for some reason.
I know.
A lot of people call me Pat, and I just go along with it. Trust me.
Yep.
So if you ever hear me refer to the pasta flights and talk about Yanni's, I actually call this place Yanni's a lot because that's his first name. So if you do hear that, that's...
And there's a Yanni's Tavern in the Lehigh Valley, so not to confuse the
Yanni's
two. Yes,
Taverna, yes.
We always mix these up. I'm always calling him Pat. Oh, it's just so funny. But anyway, welcome to the show, man. We are so excited to have you here. This is just one of the restaurants in the Lehigh Valley that's being talked about really heavily right now, really being promoted. Your pasta flights are absolutely amazing.
The pasta flights have taken off.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So can you tell us a little bit about Pat's, like the inspiration behind it, how it all got started? I know it's a chain. Is that correct?
Not exactly a chain. It's a family-owned business.
Okay.
A lot of family members, and under the Pat's umbrella, basically, there's different models. We're here in the Lehigh Valley, basically promoting Pat's Bistro. That specific location here is one of its kind. It's like a test model with the brick oven and the Roman-style pizza, artisan pasta, and creative dishes. We try to notch it up a little bit from your typical pizza shop. And so far, we've been seeing a lot of success.
Wow, that's really cool. Now, how many locations are there for Pat's Bistros?
I think it's a little over 60.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So a little over 60. That's actually, that's a lot.
Are they in New York and New Jersey? Where are they located? Are they scattered?
Base is in Delaware. There's quite a few in New Jersey, Maryland, and Pennsylvania.
Oh,
4
wonderful.
states, yeah.
The Northeast.
That's amazing. The Northeast chain. That's really cool.
You like that? That's great.
Uh-huh.
So tell us about the pasta flights.
Oh,
What would you like to know? What would you like to know?
What was the inspiration behind it? Like, what made you think of let's do this, let's present it the way you do?
There has been a lot of research behind the actual dish, if we call it a dish, because it's more like a board.
Yes, a spread.
But,
a spread.
That's well. That's well put. I have been trying to actually come up with something that will put the place in the map, and I've been working around different ideas, but I decided that the pasta flight will be something that will be something trendy and something interesting, and create some buzz and make people come over from around the areas. Yeah. But never anticipated what has been happening lately, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
People are driving from all over the place to come over for the pasta flights, which is amazing.
Sure.
I've heard over 2 hours. Is that the longest drive that you've heard of?
A little over 2 hours, yes.
2.5 hours, correct?
2 hours
I'm
and
2 hours
Yeah,
and
that's
30
amazing.
minutes. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at our page and see what the numbers
for pasta
are.
flights. That's amazing. And they came from New York. Is that right?
Upstate New York,
Wow,
yeah.
that's
2
amazing.
girls, they were actually waiting in the parking lot until we opened. And,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were our first walk-in that morning.
That is so
Unbelievable.
funny. Wow.
Quite a
That's
surprise.
amazing because the power of social media and just the group itself is just unbelievable. I mean, I think a couple of our posts have reached about almost 1 million people now, right, Chris?
So I'm looking at the numbers right now. As of this morning, one of them reached 821,000 people.
Wow.
As of this morning.
That is amazing.
And the other one reached 390,000
So
people.
over 1 million people. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's why
over
we're getting
1 million
people from New
people.
York. And
Yes,
that's crazy.
That's incredible.
That is amazing.
I did
really
have
is.
someone actually that came in from Baltimore. They were traveling in PA. I guess they were going to I forget the area, but they took like a turn,
a detour to get here
to come up here. Yeah,
it's great.
But, yeah.
I love hearing that. That's
really
amazing.
awesome.
So I have to say, the pasta flights. Do you eat them? Have you eaten one?
Myself.
Yeah.
Before I put anything out there in public,
Yes.
I have to test it. And let me tell you, I could never finish one by myself.
Sure.
No, my God. You know what's so funny about that? So, like, me and my girlfriend came here and had them, like, the first time, like, this, I don't know, a couple months back, whenever we had them, first premiere. And I thought by the picture. But as you can see, they actually have this on every table. So you can actually list, like, what kind of pasta you want, the dishes, what it looks like. Now, you can't see this too closely, I don't think. But however, if you come here and actually look at this, here you go. Kyle's going to show you. There we go. Nice. The picture is very deceiving. Let me tell you right now, because when I first saw that picture, and Bailey can definitely, like attest to this. Yeah. I thought, oh, okay, we can eat this by ourselves. No. Even for 2 people, let me tell you, that picture's deceiving because for 2 people, we go home with leftovers, and then we have to finish them 2 days later because there's so much. That's what I love about this place. Like,
well, I made the mistake of ordering it for myself.
Yes. Oh, God, don't do that. You'll have leftovers for days.
You ordered this for yourself? And I'm like, yeah, why? Until I saw it. And I was like, oh,
hey, Chris, what's your favorite, pasta? Like on the flight?
I have to say, he knows. The Sophia Loren.
Oh, that's my favorite too. Yes. Okay, I have to be honest.
Unbelievable.
I got to be honest.
The size of the shrimp are like.
Oh yeah.
My hand. The
palm
and the
pasta
of my hand.
is so good.
So good.
Now, what is in that, Yanni? What's in the pasta? Cheese?
There's 4 kinds of different cheese in the spaghetti pasta, and it's complemented by our homemade brandy blood sauce.
That's why it's so
as
good.
you said, shrimp and some mushrooms. It's an amazing dish. It sells more than anything else in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I came here like for the first time, maybe like this is like back in, I would say, well, where are we at now? We're almost in spring. This is like probably back in fall. Sure. And I always had the mushroom al fungi, right? And that's one of my most favorite pastas here.
You put me onto that, Austin.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn. Like, really, I got to be honest. Like, with the pasta
really
place,
good.
I'm torn between the Sophia Loren and the mushroom al fungi. But when I first had the mushroom al fungi, I had posted that on social media, right? On the group, we had so many of you members, so many of our wonderful members say, you got to try the Sophia Loren. Everyone was saying
yes.
it. I was like, okay, I'm going to try that next time.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, I'm glad I did.
But I honestly don't think you could... go wrong with any of the pastas.
No, not at all.
Because I've had
them all. Yeah.
we've come plenty of times and we've tried all the sauces and they're all great.
I've had the Caccio Pepe. Is that right?
Caccio Pepe.
Caccio Pepe. I was close. Oh my God. Caccio Pepe. There we go. That stuff's very good too. It's like a peppery pasta with like this creamy, almost like a Parmesan sauce. Is that right?
It's a pecorino romano based sauce.
There we go. Okay.
It's the grandfather of the macaroni cheese as we know it. One of the most ancient Roman dishes, Caccio Pepe.
Oh, really?
3 ingredients.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know this.
3 ingredients,
That's really
pepper,
cool.
pasta, and cheese.
Yeah.
And your penne vodka is very good too. I've had that also on the flight. That is
my daughter
delicious.
Claudia devours it.
Oh, so Yanni, what is, you had said that last time we were here, you said that your pasta comes from Italy. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Wow, that's awesome.
We use artisan pasta, top of the line. One of the oldest pasticerias in Italy is actually providing us with product. And I've never been happier in my 22 years in the restaurants with the product than the pasta that we're using. Kudos to Mario Viccidomini, who is the importer, and his family actually owns the pasticceria in Italy.
I actually heard his name yesterday.
Oh, really? Oh, my gosh, that's so funny. That's why the pasta flakes are so good. The pasta is delicious, comes right from Italy. Everything is fresh and homemade. The sauces are wonderful. Those pasta flakes, I just can't get them out of my head. I'm sorry. It's one of my favorite dishes now. It's so good. So anyway.
What's the next most popular thing here that you have? That I know a lot of people are coming for the pasta flakes, but you have other amazing food.
Of course.
Yes, we do. So our pizza, I would say, is the next most amazing item here. A few things about our pizza that makes it a little different than your typical pizza is, of course, the shape. It's a rectangular Roman-style pizza. We use highly recommended ingredients in the industry, such as grande cheese. To me, and I always refer to them as this, they are the Rolls Royce of the industry. And we use unbleached and unbromated flour in the making of our dough recipe. Our sauce is made daily, and it's a very simple sauce. There is not many ingredients. And this is our motto in general. We use the cleanest ingredients possible to execute delicious recipes that don't overload people and create
you don't
issues.
overcomplicate things.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
Exactly.
I love that.
like
So
that.
less is more, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. What is your most underrated menu item? Do you think?
Underrated menu item. I would say, there is a very good equality. I would say in sales. But if there is something that I would like to boost next, will be my sandwich line. We make our own bread here on a daily basis. We make focaccia from scratch. And we're actually experimenting a new line of sandwiches with a bread made per order which you guys are gonna experience in a little bit.
Ooh.
I wanted to surprise you.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
So
Food is
excited,
the way to our heart.
And that is the next booster that we're focusing our attention on some sandwiches.
That's exciting.
Oh, that's so exciting. I love a good sandwich. So what's going to be on these sandwiches? Can we kind of dive into that a little bit? Is it going to be like your regular like turkey ham, or is this like something completely artisan? And...
We're talking like a high-end prosciutto with fresh mozzarella,
Yeah, that's what I was hoping
balsamic
for.
glaze, arugula, this kind of
get
stuff.
out of here. Oh, that sounds so good. Okay, well, that's coming soon, foodie. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be amazing.
I don't want to reveal too much.
Yeah, no, not at all. Just enough to get you excited, you know?
So, with the sandwiches, is there anything else coming down the pipeline that you see in the future that you're working on?
Well, summer is right around the corner, of course, and I'm really excited to work with local, fresh ingredients. We launched not last year, the year before, because COVID was a big, disruption in business.
Sure.
But I was working with some local farms. We did some zucchini flowers, appetizers.
Have
Oh
you
my
had
gosh. Actually, I've seen them. I've never had them. But
They are
actually,
incredible.
I'm not a huge fan of zucchini like in that form. Like I love
It's-
zucchini bread, but those look so good though that I
Zucchini
would try.
flowers don't taste like
Yeah.
zucchini, and they are just the lightest, fluffiest, most delicious
Oh.
thing. No matter how they're prepared, I've seen them prepared several different
Sounds
ways.
so
I
good.
grew up eating them. They're incredible.
Yeah, more on the healthy side
Sure.
with ingredients that are in season, and people can actually understand and value the quality.
Okay.
Wow,
Wow.
that's great.
That's awesome.
That's great. I'm
So Yanni,
excited.
why did you choose Bethlehem to open up, Pats?
So me and my partner were looking to do something a little bit different, and the area where the majority of the other Pat's pizzerias are, was a little oversaturated. So we decided to go a little far.
Okay.
And Bethlehem, came on the radar, and we decided to pull the trigger. And
That's great. We're so glad you're here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I'm
close
glad
to
I'm
my
here,
house,
too.
so I'm super excited.
Yes,
I'm glad I'm here
yes.
too.
It's so funny because I actually ventured down here. Before me and Chris started working together, I was recommended to come here by another restaurant over in Nazareth, and I came here and tried the mushroom al fungi because it was on their specials menu. Oh, that's what turned me on to this place. I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
it's so good."
Yeah, it's excellent.
So
Good.
that's pretty awesome. So, any future plans for a second location?
Loading. ...
Oh, okay. Stay tuned.
I'm excited.
That's pretty exciting.
So I have to ask, is there anything you want the community to know? Guys, I don't know if you noticed, but we're wearing Pat's shirts.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stand up so you can see the back of it.
Ooh, perfect. Nice. Home of the pasta flights. I love it. Yes. That's awesome.
So, we are highly involved with any community functions, and we consider ourselves community players.
Oh, definitely.
We came up anytime we're needed, with solutions, and we've done a lot of things with the community just because that's who we are. Now, we're all dealing with, an unfortunate situation, which is really sad. There is a war in Ukraine, and our prayers are with everyone's families and friends. We launched those shirts, and we are supposed to be selling merchandise. But a thought came in my mind actually last night, and what I want to do is I want to encourage everyone to actually purchase shirts where we're going to be providing all the proceeds to the Ukrainian church of Allentown, the Orthodox Ukrainian church.
Okay.
There's an aid going on right now, and I encourage everyone to actually support it. They're sending anything they can get their hands on, from generators to baby formulas and diapers. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to sell as many shirts we can, and the proceeds will go to the church so they can support the aid.
beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
Now,
very
where can
nice of
everyone
you.
get these shirts at? Do they come in here? Do you have a website, or how are you selling them?
They will have to come here, or
Okay.
they can call us, and we can make arrangements. If it's close by, we can deliver it ourselves with our staff.
That's very nice of you. That's amazing.
That's awesome. What a great
So you
initiative
hear that?
that is.
Support Ukraine, guys. Come
Yep.
buy a shirt.
Yep,
All
definitely.
proceeds will go to the Ukrainian church, to the people.
Yeah, it's
That's
horrible what's going on over
wonderful.
there. It's tough, man. That's a tough situation.
It is a tough
I feel really,
situation.
really bad for those people. I've seen some crazy videos.
I
So.
know, and we have a
they
lot of
need all the support.
Ukrainian business owners here in the
Yes,
Lehigh
we
Valley,
do.
and our heart goes out to you, and we support you.
And I think
Pat
the Lehigh
supports
Valley
you.
is actually a high concentrated of Ukrainians actually
Yes,
in
it is.
Pennsylvania.
Yes,
So we have
several
one of the highest.
churches. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Crazy.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I wanted to say something about the pasta flights. I was actually thinking about posting on our social media, but since you guys are here today, I'd like to take this opportunity and answer some of the questions that we are getting messages on our Facebook page and our Instagram page on a daily basis.
Let's dive into it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We love these
so
pasta flights.
The most popular question is, we don't see your pasta flights online on your menu. How can we order them? So, to answer that question in the best possible way, the pasta flights are introduced for dining consumption as a suggestion from us because we did test them traveling and they don't travel great. The reason being, once you put a lid on a container and there is
Yes.
trapped steam in it and there is cream sauces, we want everyone to have the best experience possible. So we encourage everyone to come into the restaurant and enjoy them.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, if they want to take it because they want to, they have plans of going somewhere and they want to surprise someone, we'll be happy to assemble it in a tray for them. But we highly suggest that they are to be eaten in the restaurant.
Sure. But if you take it to go, you have to have a board to present it on when you get to your
Yes.
destination.
And that might be a little difficult.
Yes, and definitely get the burrata because, man, it's good.
Presentation's everything. I love the way
It
you
is,
present
yeah.
it. I love it on the board.
We do recommend reservations 7 days a week. They're not required, but we recommend them because there's random Mondays that were sold out, literally, and we hate to have people walk in or take a drive and come in
Sure.
here and not being able to accommodate them. In about a month from now, we'll have our tent outside, so the sitting will
Oh,
be
good.
much.
Oh, that's going to be great.
exciting.
Yep.
I
much
smell it
more.
tasting in the future. Okay, cool.
There will be some stuff happening
Right.
at the tent in
Cool.
the summer, and
Yeah.
You guys will be the first ones to know.
Thank
We
you.
can't
We're
wait.
excited.
I know you have a special little grill, or what do you call that thing again that you were talking to us about? Oh, it was
The
the coolest
pendolo,
thing.
yeah.
There, the
Yes.
pendolo, yeah.
We'll be launching that again on Music Fest this summer.
cool.
Okay.
Stay
we'll
tuned.
be
It's
there.
But it
Awesome.
might make an appearance before that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep. Stay tuned. That's pretty awesome. So, what other questions do your customers have about those flights?
How much are they, and how
And which
many they
pastas?
feed, and what are the pasta choices? So
Yep.
the pasta choices are pappardelle with Aurora sauce, the Sophia Loren, ricotta gnocchi in pesto sauce, fettuccine ai funghi, penne vodka, tortelloni alfredo. Am I missing something? Caccio e Pepe, and that's it. They cost $40. You get about 4 pounds of pasta in front of you.
Yes.
Yes, it can be split. You don't have to order one pasta flight per person. And I believe that covers the majority
Yeah.
of the questions
Those
that
are
people
the
have been
questions
asking.
I
But
see
honestly,
most
that
frequently.
pasta flight can feed 4 people.
Oh,
I mean,
easy.
Easily.
Easy.
It's so big. Like, trust me, 4 pounds,
Sure.
that's a lot of pasta. So
Yeah.
don't come here thinking, oh, yeah, me and my boyfriend or me and my girlfriend are just banging out. Oh, no, trust me.
Yeah.
We go home with leftovers every time.
Yeah.
So-
And make sure you save room for dessert because
Yes,
he has
definitely.
2 desserts that he has here that I love. And
Yes.
one is
Oh,
the
I
Nutella
think-
pizza with the
okay.
strawberries, which is
And?
phenomenal. And what's the other one?
The fried donuts.
There it
Yes.
is. That's my favorite.
Oh,
Oh,
my
the fried
goodness.
donuts with the ice cream and the powdered sugar.
But it's not just any ice cream. What is
Yes,
it?
what is it?
It's a pumpkin spice ice cream.
Oh, and
Pumpkin
it's
spice.
so
And what do you drizzle over them?
A little honey and a little candied walnuts,
Oh, it's so
powdered
good.
sugar and cinnamon, and that's about it.
And it comes in a big bowl,
Yes.
and there's enough for everyone to share. It's
Oh, yeah.
incredible. So try to save room for that.
Honestly, that's one of those. Now, I never have room for dessert ever at a restaurant, but
Yeah.
that's one of those desserts that I'm like, it comes with like a little bit of a cold treat, a warm treat, a fried
Yes.
treat,
A
something
little
like
bit of
really good.
everything.
And it's just, I always have room for it. I don't know how
Yeah.
I do, but I always have room for that though,
Yeah.
because it's a lighter donut.
Yeah.
It's not a typical donut though,
No,
is it? Like,
it's
what is
like-
it called?
How do you say it in Greek?
Yeah.
Lukumas.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
To me, it's very similar to maybe a zeppoli.
Yes, that's what I was
Right?
going to say. What's the
Yeah.
Italian thing? Yes, okay,
Sure.
there it is. I'm horrible at that.
I hope
Come on
that's
now.
okay. The comparison.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
same
very
thing.
light
It's
and airy.
light
They're
and fluffy.
round.
Yep,
Deliciousness.
delicious. Well, I'm glad we covered everything today that your customers had. That's pretty awesome. I kind of figured that that'd be some questions that they had because we had a lot of those questions in the group. How much are they? What kind of pasta does it come with?
Yes.
Just listen, guys. Come here, experience it for yourself. I personally think it's very affordable. $40 for 4 pounds of pasta with 3 different selections. That is definitely worth your money, and you always go home with leftovers. So, and get the burrata. Just saying, it is so good.
Oh, the burrata. Get the Caesar salad.
Oh yeah, actually,
it's not I wouldn't say it's not traditional. It's just a little different. And
the mussels.
Excellent.
The mussels are good too. Remember, we
just
got the
get
mussels.
everything.
Just get everything, guys. All right, guys. Well, we had a lot of fun in Lehigh Valley. Stay tuned next week for another episode of Lehigh Valley Food with Chris and Austin. Definitely check us out on LehighValleyFood.com. That's LehighValleyFood.com. Get your tasting tickets. Check out our digital magazine and just everything we got going on.
Thank you, Yanni, for joining us. We appreciate
Yanni, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for joining us on Lehigh Valley Food. Stay tuned next time as we eat our way through the valley. Find us anywhere you stream your podcast.
Produced in Times Live Radio Studios by Rum Runners Podcast Network.